So this is the beginning of the Grand Canyon West Loop. We had to drive to, spank me baby. We couldn't make it through the Indian Reservation Road, so we had to park here, and we're gonna have to hike about 6 miles to get to the actual trailhead. So this is our staging up area. If you can see over there, we got a cart. We're gonna carry our resupplies down the dirt road to the trailhead, and the journey begins now. So here we approach another fence with a boundary line between National Park and National Forest, apparently. And we got to work our way through the fence and then all the way back down to the end of this meadow. And apparently we're going to hook up with the road that will meander us to the trailhead. So we're probably 3 miles in with another 3 to go. So we finally made it to Pasture Wash Road. Way off in the distance, I think you can see part of a road, and that's where I took the last video. We've come a pretty good distance. Fortunately today, it's only about 65, 67, but there's a nice cool breeze, which is making this stretch more tolerable. So here we are, still road walking. We are about half mile away from the trailhead. So it's been on this road for, call it 6 miles, and we're about to pop through to the rim, the south rim, and get our first view of the Grand Canyon. Whew, it's gonna be beautiful. Here's the last stretch of the road to the trailhead. Yoo-hoo! The Grand Canyon. OMG. Wow.
That is just phenomenal, man.
Yes, sir. Wow. All right, so we're taking a break, and I'm just sitting at the trailhead here, just mesmerized at the sheer vastness of this canyon, and frankly a little bit intimidated by the grandeur of it and the intensity of the depth that I'm about to embark upon. This is amazing. soaring down into the canyon. That amazing wall over there. And we're just going straight down there and heading out that way. Wow, finally a view of Bass Canyon, or another view should I say. Oh man, we'll be down there dropping off our food supply, and we're trying to make our way along this cliff band here over to those white rocks, I think, to find a campsite. We shall see.
I have a big tripod though, so I can get that, you know? Yeah.
We found our campsite. This will be home for the night. That's behind us. Get ready to see what we'll be looking out at all night. South Bass Canyon.
We go right through that notch down there. And then you can see the...
We are just chilling, relaxing from a hard day. Got our tents up, and we're going to be cooking up some food here coming up shortly. But it's awfully nice to have camp set up, get a little rest in, and just take in that beauty. It is so quiet here, not a wisp of a breeze even. All right, here we are heading out, day number 2, dropping down into South Bass Canyon. And this is the beautiful scenery. As you can tell, we got a ways to go down. Spectacular. So, I'm not sure I mentioned this, but today is a day of dropping off our resupply, going down South Bass Canyon, and then working our way back up. And you can kind of see where we camped last night, right there. Pretty cool spot. And Greg, how's the morning going so far, buddy?
Excellent.
You getting warm yet?
Huh?
Getting warm yet?
Yeah. Thanks for reminding me.
Drink some water, right?
Oh, yeah.
So here we are, just walking this cliff band. Apparently, it just keeps going around. So we were up on that ledge. The last video, we were walking across that ledge all the way to that point. And we were working our way down, all the way down that canyon. But here's a beautiful rock wall there. Hopefully we'll be in the shade here soon. And it's just a steep little descent. Man, welcomed relief to be in the shade. It's getting a little warm, but it looks like we're gonna be in the shade for a little while. So here we are, working our way down this chute. We got this wall on our left, and across the way, that beautiful red rock. So as we were making our way down the South Bass Canyon, we ran into a ranger and got some intel, and our trip is gonna possibly change a little bit here. We've got that Flint Canyon that may force us to choose an alternate route, and then one of the rapids we thought we'd go up, he kind of discouraged us, so we're gonna heed his warning. So the trip will change a little bit, but that's what happens when you do trips like this. You got to be flexible. It's all good. It's still gonna be a heck of a lot of fun. So here we are, not quite at the junction, but we found a nice little spot up this ravine. At the end of the ravine there to the left to store our resupply. We sat there in the shade enjoying it, and now we're venturing out into the sunshine, and we got to go back up this valley. Whew. Drink some water. So our tent, where we camped last night, if you can see a little white band of rock over there, we were right there. We've been hugging the edge over here on the right side, and this is the little canyon over on this side. It's just beautiful. Thank God the clouds have moved in, the temperatures have cooled off. This morning was brutally hot. We all got a little bit dehydrated. So we made an adjustment tonight. We're gonna stop at Seeps Spring, and get some water, and then we are gonna make our way out to about that point right there to camp for the night, and we'll have this whole view. Should be spectacular. Can't wait to get there and show y'all. So we finally made it to camp, day 2. And bad news is we could not find the water at Seep Creek. And we're all thirsty, dehydrated. I think John's got half a quart of water, half a liter of water. I think Greg's got a quarter liter of water. I probably got a little less than a quarter liter of water. We're tired, we're thirsty. We decided to set up camp, do a dry camp, and then in the morning we got 3 miles before we can hit the next bit of water called the pothole. So we're just gonna try and make it through the night, enjoy the scenery, enjoy the sunset, and pick it up tomorrow and hopefully get a bunch of water in us. So that's the goal. Morning of day 3. It's a bit of a challenging night with having no water. We all went to bed early. Woke up at 5. We just finished a bar and putting up our tents right now, and we're getting ready to haul ass down to some water. Fingers crossed there's water at the upper potholes, because we are thirsty.
Fucking phenomenal.
Beautiful day. Beautiful way to start the day. Johnny, what do you got to say for yourself this morning?
It's beautiful morning. Even though we're thirsty as hell and out of water, you can't beat that, man. That's what we hike for, so.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. That's why we're here. Look at that. Nice. So we are just gonna wrap our way around these ledges, work our way over there somewhere. And this is how it's done.
There's a leader right there.
Looks like you had about what I had. Well, actually, I'm close to 3/4. So do whatever you can, John, and we'll just, I can top you guys up.
Fuck you too. We just found Nirvana. Look at that. Water. Hey boys, what are you thinking about that?
I can kiss Greg!
What's this called, Johnny?
Royal Arch Creek. Mouth of it.
We're
Here
taking.
we are.
We are going down. Pretty cool little section of the river rock to wander through. Well, we found a pothole here of water, but Johnny's can't go further because he thinks there's a bigger one. But I'm not so sure after last night. I might want to take the guaranteed. So this is apparently a typical watering hole in the Grand Canyon. You find a pothole with an ample amount of water. You kind of make your way down to a shady spot, as we have over there. And you set up, have lunch, rehydrate, do a little laundry, clean up, cool off, and get ready for the next stretch. Life on the trail in the Grand Canyon. This is what it's like walking down the canyon. Imagine in peak rain season, man, it floods through here. Another water hole. We're just gonna follow this, keep following this on down. You're not going over the edge, Greg?
No.
No? Probably not. Yep, this is the ledge. And we're gonna make ourselves our way down to there. Yikes. This is called the rabbit hole section, and you're gonna see the better part of John Amorosano.
Here, Greg.
Fortunately,
Just take it.
he's
Hold it
skinny,
straight
he's
up
gonna
and
make
hit,
it through.
record on it.
I'm worried I might get stuck. Just walking the ledge to the next spot where we got to drop. Hand packs off to each other and drop considerably. That's where we're going, down there. So we started down there, or up there should I say, and we got on this ledge and worked our way all the way across. And then we started coming down. And there comes Johnny. Wow. Pretty nice little slot canyon. It's hot as hell in here, but the trees are beautiful. You got these walls. And down we go. We're taking a right turn here. We should be popping out sometime soon. It seems like we've been in here for frickin' ever. And it's as hot as an oven. So we just climbed down that chute right there, up against that wall, up over those trees. Yeah, got the heart pumping. Finally, we're in the shade. It's got to be 10 to 15 degrees cooler, maybe more, but it's just beautiful. We're gonna wind our way through this canyon now. So we are just sitting in this shade, trying to cool off, because this canyon has been kicking our ass. This is our view. Not too shabby. We're still in the canyon. We think we have about a half mile to go. Hey, it's beautiful though. All right, so we're at the junction. We're gonna follow that down to the arches. Another half mile, then we're gonna come back up. And then we gotta go up that chute right there. There's a ledge right there that we gotta get, and then we'll go that way. Oh yeah. So Johnny and I are making our way down to the Royal Arches. The heat in the canyon got to Greg 2 days in a row, and he just decided to sit up there and rest and drink. And we're gonna go down and check out the arches and come back up with some more water with him, or for him. This is pretty cool. So John and I are almost to the arch. We just came from that direction, and here's this really nice overhang right here with some water in it. Just, it's very cool down here. It feels awesome. You know, you're looking at this going, oh wow, this is pretty freaking incredible. And then you kind of turn up to the right, and bam, there's the arch. Holy cow. I mean, look at that. And the canyon walls up behind it. Just beautiful. Yeah, and there's the arch. That's what we hauled down here to experience. I'm gonna take you now to the Spire. which is on the other side of the arch, which is pretty amazing. Also that it's still standing. And we chose not to sleep down here because it's dangerous. I mean, any of these rocks could fall at any time. You know, and you look up and there's the spire. The leaning spire, as a matter of fact. And then you got the view down canyon, which is pretty amazing. And that's where we're going, way out there. Last year, John and the guys slept right down there, and right above them is this wall with big old boulders stuck in the side. As you can see, right there, a big one fell out. So I'm glad we are not camping here. But oh my lordy, just beautiful. As you can see, I am directly below the arch. This is why we backpack. You can't drive here. There's no tourists down here. There's no shops down here. You got to put in the effort to get here. And I am so glad I put in the effort. Thankful that Johnny invited me on this trip. Woo! Woo is right.
Yeah, buddy.
Thanks, man. So here's the canyon going down to the arches. We were just down there an hour ago, hour and a half ago, maybe 2 hours, who knows. But there's the arches. There's that spire. And this is the first time, as you continue down the canyon there, this will be the first time that we've seen the Colorado River. You.
good.
Hey boys, how we all feeling right now?
Oh, a little shaky, but good.
How come you're a little shaky, John?
Because it's about maybe 600, 700 feet down to the river.
But what do you have in front of you?
I got some rope.
Do small segments. What do you got in front of you?
We have 20-foot rappel to do down to a skinny ledge that we can't see because it's below us on a vertical wall. And then we just follow this trail out here over that hump and kind of follow a nice little scree path all the way down to camp at Toltec Beach to that beautiful river down there.
As you can see, we are still hiking down to the river. It's been a long day. We just did the rappel, got through that, survived. Just going on a 14-hour day of hiking. I'm tired, I'm thirsty, and I can't wait to get horizontal. But sure is pretty. Good morning. Here it is, day 4. This is our camp at Toltec Beach. And this is what we wake up to and get to view. We're at the river, yay! It's a beautiful green color. Apparently sometimes it can be chocolate milky brown. It was a beautiful sound to sleep to last night. Gorgeous. We are on our way to Elvis Chasm. Gonna lounge around the river and do a little physical therapy on the knees and ankles and just chill out. This has been a really cool stretch of river, as we make our way up to Elves Chasm. You get so busy just looking at the river and the walls coming up from the river. Check out this canyon. It's beautiful. I'm running out of words. Gorgeous, beautiful, wonderful, spectacular. What do you think, John?
Stunning, man. This is awesome. I love this. It's new. I've never seen it before. Exploring new territory. Good stuff. You can see the water down there.
Okay, so we're in the mouth of this chasm here. See what happens when you ask the guys to be quiet on the set? So it's afternoon, we're leaving our last campsite and we're gonna work our way upriver along this ledges right here, along this shoreline, should I say, for about a mile, mile and a half, and then turn up to the right. So we took a break down in there in the shade, getting resupplied, rehydrated, some fuel, and now we're gonna be up on this shelf right here in about 15-20 minutes, so Johnny says. But we're gonna go up and around this way. We're hot and we're tired again. Finally we made it up to the shelf. Wind's kicking in. So here's the band that we're on, just weaving in and out, in and out, in and out. You can see across the way about what height we're at. And down below, there's the river. Camp is gonna feel good to get to tonight. Well, heck, it has been every night, really. So we're still on this ledge, just working our way around. Awfully tired, but that's our scenery. And just give you an example, we started out at river bottom. Oh man, but that kind of scenery right there kind of keeps you going. Good morning. Here we are, day, I think it's 5, and this is our view. It's our campsite on the ledge. Boom. All right, morning of, I think it's day 5, and we're heading out, and it's just a beautiful sound to listen to. So we are on the Tonto Shelf, and we're going to be on this freeway for quite a while. Just going in and out of these side canyons, just enjoying the shade while it lasts, and it's just spectacular. A little 360 where I've been hanging out. We were over on that point right there. We've been just coming around the top. It's, I think way down there is South Bass. We're heading that way. Look how much high above the river we are. It's been nice listening to these rapids for the last couple miles.
That's that dome we were camped on the up above on the other side.
What canyon we in here?
This is Copper Canyon.
So we gotta walk in about how far?
Should I say a mile and then a mile back out?
A mile in, a mile out to get just right over there.
There's that dome that's up on the
So we started way out there at that point, and we worked our way up this side canyon a good mile. A mile back around that corner, and then we kept coming this way. Pretty nice stroll.
Isn't it just grand?
So way down in that valley where the green is, that's Chanuma Creek. And originally we were going to go up that and behind the big rock wall to the right of it and up and on that northern side all the way across that and then drop down. But we got a little situation going on here with Greg, and his aunt died and he's in a bad headspace, so we're probably gonna bail out a little early. So that's where we basically came from, down to the left of that canyon there. And then the Colorado River's at the base here. We're going east. That's the north rim, way back there. That's north rim. And then the green down below, that's Chanuma Creek. Again, we were going to go up that, but plans changed. And we're going to go behind that big rock right there and up that valley over there on the north side. But we're making the best of what we have out here. It's been fun and challenging. hot and dry. I think you've heard that a few times. So we're still making our way around these bands. Then we're gonna hit South Bass Canyon, drop down, do a float down the Colorado, and end up at that beach way down there with the boats. That's North Bass. We're gonna camp there tonight. Yo! Alright, here's our first look at North Bass Beach down there. You can see a bunch of boats parked. So we'll probably have some company tonight, but we're going to be actually parked way down on the east side of the beach, which is a good quarter-mile away. So we're definitely not taking our pack rats down those rapids right there. See that calm water up above? That's the kind of Colorado that we'll be on. Oh, what a beautiful stretch. Ready to ride these rapids, John?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so. A little beyond our thrill level, thrill-seeking level. Dang. This is where we're going to put our rafts in, just below these rapids. I'm at the mercy of the wind. There's Greg. Yes, I am floating in the Colorado River, and it's hot. This water feels cold. It's very, very nice. So we got in. I don't know if you can see way back there, rapids. That's where we got in. And whew, this is fun. Today was a great day. Had a nice 5-mile hike to get our resupply. We then hauled down to the beach, put in our pack rafts, floated down this stretch of the river, pulled out, and this is our campsite looking up that beautiful mountain. So we got the mountain on one side, there's our tents, and down there's our kitchen. And then down this direction, we've got the Colorado River, and way down there are some rapids. Pretty sweet. Oh, and then over there we got a party. Yeah, we got the river rafter party going on. Aside from that, we've been pretty much isolated, only a few people. Been very nice. So here it is, second to last morning. Sun is about to rise. It's just a beautiful morning down here at the riverside. Cool breeze. It was an awesome night last night. Another night with sleeping under the stars. No fly. Slept on top of my sleeping bag most of the night. It was that warm. Just peaceful and serene. And all night long I got to listen to that white water down there and just the gurgling of the river as it moves by. It just was wonderful. Great night. I could stay here for a couple nights, that's for sure. Beautiful. This is what a typical walk down in the canyon looks like. Smiles on the faces, full belly, ready for the day's challenge. Woo! So this is North Bass Beach, where we are gonna put in our raft for the next float. We're just making our way to the end here, and then we'll start blowing up our rafts and jump in the river. So here we are down at the shore, airing up our pack rafts. Got a handy dandy little Neo air pump that fills these up in about 3.5–4 minutes. And then we'll be jumping in here and just leisurely floating down the river. What do you think about this pack rafting, Greg?
Very enjoyable. A little nervous, but you know.
Gets your adrenaline going, doesn't it?
Gets your adrenaline going.
Nice. Look at that. It's just awesome. Woo! Hey Johnny, are we having fun, man?
We're having fun, baby. Fucking raven coming in. Look at that.
That was cool. Was that cool, Greg?
That was cool.
Fucking raven, huh? So we pack raft from that beach there, floated down, got out that beach there. Short little float, but a heck of a lot of fun, beautiful scenery. That was a blast. I'd do it again. So here we are back at South Bass, walking along this ledge. We're coming up from the river. We're heading up. You can't see it, but a tall spire way up there. That's where we're going. If you remember at the beginning of the trip, my tent was way the heck up, hanging over a wash. That's where we're trying to end tonight, that same spot. Typical river wash that we gotta walk up. So here we are, fully loaded with what remains of our resupply and food and trash and everything else. And as you can see, these osprey packs, they're good for what, up to 35 pounds, maybe 40? Yeah, we've had it up to 55, 60. And they're thick. They're pretty durable even at that weight, man. Pretty comfortable. This has been our little shady spot before we truck on up the canyon to get our asses out of here. One more day, one more night.
Fuck.
Wait. There it was.
Good morning, Greg. Little breakfast in bed this morning?
Yes, sir.
What day is it today, Johnny?
Today's exit day.
Today is exit day. It's a sad day.
Today is exit day.
It's probably the coldest morning we've had since being here. And we're all just having breakfast in bed today. And then we're going right up to the top of that, to the trailhead, and then we have a 6-mile march to the car. See you on the trail. Just below the rim, South Bass Trailhead. This is kind of where it all began. We camped to the left, to the right there, and then the second day we worked our way down that canyon all the way to the river. What a journey. So that is where we camped, right there, that ledge. We've been coming up ever since this morning. What a trip.